We're doing tonight. We're going to see some basketball here. Blowout, man. Though Minnesota blows out Oklahoma 123-111. Complete blow, man. I couldn't believe it, man. Minnesota just beat them. They just ran them out of the floor tonight, man. Shea still had his 30 points. He still kind of played good, you know. Chet Holmgren 15 points. Aaron Wiggins 10 points. Whatever. But I don't know what happened tonight to the Thunder, man. Julius Randle 13 points. McDaniels 21. Rudy Gobert 14, 11 for him. Anthony Edwards 25 for Anthony Edwards. Nathan Reed, he's always fantastic off the bench. 18 for him off the bench. Yeah, man, the Timberwolves was just better tonight, man. Simply that. They were better tonight. Yeah, man, but Shake still had his 30 points, but man, Minnesota just got off there and their gas on the foot pedal. And then they went lit up, man. They were not lit up tonight, and they flat out ran them out of the floor, man. The defending champions got their ass whooped tonight, man. As simple as that, man. But yeah, man. Anyways, let's talk about some other stuff. I think Bill Belichick. I don't think I've mentioned Bill Belichick on here, but I'll mention tonight. He didn't get drafted in the first ballot of the NFL Hall of Fame. I guess they're saying it's because he did the Spygate stuff. He cheated. So they put him out. They're not going to allow him in the Hall of Fame. A lot of people are going crazy. Jimmy Johnson was supposed to go to the Hall of Fame ceremony. He has canceled his plans to go. A lot of people are pissed off. A lot of people are saying, is Tom Brady also going to get affected by this in the future when he's eligible for the Hall of Fame? We'll see what happens, man. This is crazy. I think they should have put him in. But I do think what happened was because of the whole Spygate situation. That's why they didn't let him in. He's got the whole cheating scandal. You see it in baseball, the guys that did the steroids, they're not allowing them in, right? So kind of the same thing here. But I do think eventually they will let him in. But I guess they're going to punish him at least 1 year for the... a lot of people don't agree with it, though. I know Shannon Sharp was pissed off. Stephen A. Smith was pissed off. Jimmy Johnson was pissed off. Everybody, for the most part, seems to be pissed off, man, that Bill Belichick will not be a first ballot Hall of Famer, man. We'll see what the future holds, man. Final thing, I think today was what the Philadelphia Eagles got an offensive coordinator. Green Bay Packers quarterback coach, I think his name is Sean Mannion. He was a quarterback, like a third string quarterback, I think, for a few teams as far as 2023 goes. And now the last years he's been coaching. And so he's been hired as offensive coordinator. He's young. He's only, like he said, 2-3 years ago, he was in the league. So he's updated with the league. So we'll see how that goes. He has to be a little bit more creative, obviously, than Kevin Patullo was. But we'll see how much creative he really is. And that's really about it, ladies and gentlemen. There's not a lot of baseball news. There's not a lot of wrestling news. It's mainly that, honestly. Those three things that I just said. I talked about the basketball game and then Bill Belichick, and then the Eagles hiring an offensive coordinator. Other than that, there's not much to talk about here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on a Thursday night. Nothing really on basketball. I think they're adding some players to the All-Star game and the slam dunk contest and stuff like that. Baseball, not much, not a lot of news either in baseball. Yeah, just not to talk a lot about here tonight, man, on a Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. Not a lot. Wrestling, all the wrestlers are heading to Saudi Arabia for the Royal Rumble. It's Saturday. So most of them are there. Seth Rollins was in New York today doing Sportsnet or ESPN. So maybe he's not going, but they can still fly him out, maybe, right? They can still maybe fly him out today and have him get there well before Saturday. So it's still possible maybe Seth Rollins does make an appearance. But he was on sports on ESPN on Tuesday, and now he was again on tonight. So kind of weird how they keep advertising a guy who's not supposed to be at the show. But who knows? Anyways, I know he's also getting the sports stuff. I think he's that he appeared every week with NFL Network. So he's starting to get into the. I think instead of making movies, he might be a little bit more interested in doing sports. So maybe that's why he's made multiple appearances on both NFL Network and ESPN, because maybe he's trying to get his feet wet with sports. But who knows, man? We'll see what the future holds. But I don't think he's gonna be at the WrestleMania at Royal Rumble. But they can still fly him out. Like they can still fly him out sometime today or Friday. I don't know. And still get there for the Royal Rumble. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna call it a night. Have a good night, everybody.